Hey friends, and welcome to the Paparazzi Stars podcast. Here we chat about all things paparazzi. Tips, tricks, suggestions, and weekly challenges. All to help you grow and explode your Paparazzi Accessories business to rockstar success. Hola, my friends, and welcome to another episode of the Paparazzi Stars podcast. My name is Anya Bohm, and I am your show host. Today, we are going to be talking about creating lifelong customers with great customer service. Do you ever wonder how to set yourself apart from other consultants out there? Well, today we're talking about how. Now, if you know somebody that needs to hear this episode, or maybe your hands are busy, you can't take notes, or maybe it's just something you want to refer back to over and over again, totally fine. Guess what? I have got you covered. Head on over to paparockstars with an s.com/customer-service. Again, paparockstars.com/customers-service. And there you're going to find all the show notes. You're going to find the recording. You can find the links to iTunes or to Stitcher so that you can even subscribe and get it on your phone automatically when they come out. You'll also find the call image that we'll talk about in just a second. So again, paparockstars.com/customer-service. Okay. Now the call image for today, it goes right along with what we're talking about with customer service. So the image, I know it's kind of hard to imagine when I'm just telling you because it's audio instead of visual, but head on over there and check it out because you're going to love it. It says questions, comments, concerns, I can help, and then Paparazzi Independent Consultant logo down there. So you can post this on your fan pages, you can post them in your online parties to let people know like, hey, if you have a question, I can help you. Whether it's about being a hostess or a consultant or even just a question about the products themselves. It's a good way to let your customers know that you care. Okay, are you ready to jump into the training? Here we go. What is it that will keep your customers coming back time and time again to shop from you when there are so many other consultants or stores that they can shop from? Well, it's kind of up to you. Let me tell you a story. A few months ago, I got a message from a new customer. Let's call her Mary. She was out in New York. Now, since I'm in Northern Nevada, I was so excited to help her out. She wanted a bracelet, and I happened to have the one that she wanted in stock. Yay! I asked her if there was anything else I could help her out with, and she paused, almost shocked, which kind of confused me. And then it took her a few moments to reply. Now, when Mary did speak, she told me about how she found paparazzi. Her best friend had just had a party online and she fell in love with the bracelet that I had for her. She bought it, that's in quotes, at the online party. You know how that works. You post the picture and then they comment sold. She bought that at the online party with several other items. Now, after the party, the consultant, let's call her Susie, she never actually told me her name, so I'm not sure who it is. So we're not talking about anybody particular here. But the consultant sent out the invoices, and when she went to pay, Mary was concerned about the security of the service that Susie was using. Mary sent Susie a message and asked her if her credit card information would be secure. Now, right here, this is where it gets interesting. Are you ready? Rather than responding to Mary and talking about her concerns or even offering a different way to pay, like saying, hey, I can call you, we can do your card over the phone, or use another method that you're familiar with. No, Susie canceled her order and then blocked her on Facebook, just like that. She didn't even say anything, just blocked her. She didn't stop there. Susie went on to block Mary's friend, who was the hostess of the party as well. And then 2 days later, Susie charged the hostess the full amount of the jewelry that she'd wanted at the party and didn't give her any credit for being the hostess. Now, there was more people that shopped at this online party, so she should have gotten credit, right? To say the least, Mary was livid. And I don't blame her. I would have been too. Now, I'm only hearing one side of the story, and Susie, if I talk to her, she might have had a totally different side of the story to tell. I will never know that. But the part of the story I do want you to take note of is that Mary had a concern. She was concerned about the security of her credit card information. Now, that's a valid concern. Had Susie just addressed it and tried to work with Mary, I never would have heard this story. I listened to Mary. I told her how sorry I was that she'd had this awful experience, and I told her I would mail out her bracelet as soon as I could. She bought 3 more items from me right then, and then she said, "You know, it's too bad. I wanted to do an online party too." Can you believe it? Right there. That's when I did a happy dance. I was thrilled. I set her up with an online party and we had a blast. I've had at least 3 parties off of her party, and a girl joined my team, all from this one person. And all of that never would have happened, if I had not listened to her and helped her out. So how can you stand out from the other consultants that are both in paparazzi or with other companies? Now, it comes down to providing excellent customer service, making them feel special, talking about their concerns, helping when they have a problem. When you put your customers first, you don't only have customers, you create raving fans. Now, I'm going to say that again because I think this is one of the most pivotal things I've said in this podcast. When you put your customers first, you don't only have customers. You create raving fans. And when you have raving fans, they're going to go and tell everybody that they know how awesome you are. This means more parties, more sales, and more consultants for you. Okay, now, I don't know if you're a numbers person, but I heard some statistics about the importance of customer service that I wanted to share with you. According to a survey, an estimated $41 billion is lost by U.S. companies alone each year due to poor customer service. Now we're talking all companies in the entire United States, not just direct sellers, not just with paparazzi. But imagine, $41 billion. That's a lot of money. Okay, here's another one. 97% of global customers say that customer service is very important or somewhat important in their choice of loyalty to a brand. That means if you have good customer service, people are going to be loyal to you. 97%. They will be loyal. Okay, next one. 62% of global customers have stopped doing business with a brand or organization due to poor customer service. That's over half. Do you want to lose over half of your customers, 62%, because of poor customer service? No, you don't. You want to do that good customer service and keep those customers. Okay, last statistic. 76% of consumers say that they view customer service as the true test of how much a company values them. 76% of people, guys, that's 76 out of 100 people think that when you show them good customer service, it shows how much you value them. It's kind of scary, right? But it doesn't have to be. And this is why it is so easy to set yourself apart from other consultants if you make customer service a priority in your business. I have another story for you. Are you ready? I met a lady, let's call her Beth, at an expo. She had bought some paparazzi from an online party where she'd gotten her items, but she didn't like them at all. They just weren't her style, and she was disappointed. The 4 items that she bought had been sitting on her dresser for about a year, tags on and everything. I told her to bring them and trade them for what she wanted. Now, she was completely shocked. You should have seen the look on her face. It was great. It took a little bit of convincing, but she came by my house a few days later and she traded her items in. Now, when she left my house, the look on her face was priceless. She was beaming. Now she is a regular customer. And what did it cost me? Just a little bit of my time. So how do you provide excellent customer service? Well, here's a few ways that I thought of. First, ship orders quickly. If they're not local, ship them fast. Number 2, write thank you notes for your hostesses. It's just something little. It only takes you a minute, but it's going to mean a lot to those hostesses. Number 3, thank each party guest or customer for choosing you. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to an online party and I've bought something and the consultant or the hostess hasn't even said just thank you. It's a little bit annoying, you know? Like, hey, I took my time and my energy and my money to support you guys and you didn't even say thank you. So manners goes a long way. Number 4, handle complaints or broken items quickly and with a smile. If somebody says, "Oh, I always get necklaces that break," or this jewelry always breaks, say, "You know what? I am so sorry. Let me fix that for you." Handle it quickly and do it with a smile. The next one goes right along with that. Smile. It's contagious. If you look grumpy, your customers are going to act grumpy. Smile. It changes your attitude. It changes your face. It changes how your customers interact with you. Okay, the last one here. Talk to your customers. Get to know them. Get to know their likes. Get to know their dislikes. Get to know their styles, their family, just about them. And then you can ask them about them later on, like if you're following up or just talking to them later on. It makes that personal connection. People buy from people that they know, like, and trust. So you got to get the know. You got to get to know them. You got to get them to like you and then trust you. And customer service is the way to do that. When you do just a little something extra to set yourself apart from the crowd, your customers are going to notice. They're going to appreciate that extra effort and become loyal, raving fans. Okay, now the call challenge for today, I actually have two, and you can choose to do one or both. We'll see how big of overachievers you guys are. Okay, the first one, decide on one thing, just one, that you can do this week to make your customer service even better. Put your plan into action right away. Come back and tell us about it. We'd love to hear what you are doing. Maybe it will spark an idea for somebody else that doesn't quite know where to go with this. So come on over to paparockstars.com/customer-service. Let us know what you're doing. The second one, write a thank you note to 2 people in your business. Now, this could be a consultant or a leader that you look up to, or a hostess, or a customer that just always has supported you. It could be your mom for watching your kids when you go do parties. But choose 2 people related to your business and let them know that you're thankful for them. Let them know how much you care. Okay, everybody, go out there, make this the best week yet, and get that customer service nailed down so that you can get those loyal, raving fans. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for listening. Love ya. Bye-bye.